You are on this very planet that Chukwokika Biama created to his glory. We welcome you to another explosive exposition of the very fraudulent contraption, the very diseased abomination that the British created for the enslavement of the children of light. We have come to destroy. We have come to render asunder. We have come to decimate that very power of darkness, that very zoological republic, that very cesspit of iniquity and of evil. We have come that the blind may see. We have come that the deaf may hear. We have come that even those who, through no fault of theirs, but as a result of having subjected themselves to a very disastrous educational system in the zoo, they have become stupid. Here we have come to enlighten and to educate, without any apologies to anybody, without mincing words, without fear before our enemies, determined and resolute, indestructible, and the precipitous collapse of the zoo is inevitable. Absolutely inevitable. The devil may try all it can. Those who go before them to peddle falsehood, those who go to work for them, those who are the workers of darkness and of iniquity, we can assure them that we are resolute, we are determined, and there is nothing anybody can do to stop this very invade as many times as you like, kill as many people as you like, propagate falsehood after falsehood as many times as you like, buy up every media space in the zoo, go and connive with people in the diplomatic circles abroad, eyebrow consultancy firm in the world, select some diplomats in the zoo and bribe them. Select those you send to the key countries around the world. None of these things you're doing is capable of stopping us. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter the type of chatter you have behind our backs. All those things you're doing is a complete and utter waste of time, because Biafra must come. There is nothing anybody can do about it. That is why we preach this gospel. That is why we propagate this very message of redemption. That is why Elohim said that Biafra will come. You will not fire a bullet, but Biafra will come. Because Chukwokika Biama has gone before us. And you will hear what will happen to the zoo in weeks and months to come. This is 1 year, 2020. They will never, ever, ever in their lives forget. It does not matter what the enemy does, is irrelevant. Buy over Twitter, buy over Facebook, bribe the British High Commissioner to Nigeria, bribe the US Ambassador to Nigeria, Department in America. But there is one thing I want all of us to understand this very evening. We are facing a very formidable array of enemies, both external and within. And we are going to overcome each and every one of these obstacles. That I can assure you. That they may know that the God we worship is an invisible God, not a God that was wrought by the hands of men. For we do not worship idol, and we can never ever worship idol. Is impossible. This very family, this IPOB, belongs to the Most High. And that is how it's going to be until Biafra comes and beyond, to eternity. This evening, I want to place it on record that our enemies are intensifying their attack against us from every corner. I am not saying this as lamentation or complaint. I am only trying to prepare our people for what is to come. You are being prepared for what is to come. The time has come to separate the chaff from the wheat itself. Our march is very, very near. The enemies are trembling, they are quaking, they are doing all they can to try to stop us. But they have failed very woefully, and they will continue to fail. But I want to tell you that we are getting attacks from everywhere all over the world. And very soon, they will buy over some of you. Some of you, they will buy some of you over. The spirit of Oba, Biasika, and Ifajuna are still in some of you. When the time comes, they will buy you over. I am not doing this program tonight to ask all of you to be strong. I am doing it to remind you, not that if they succeed in buying you over, you're not going to stop what we are doing. You can't. You cannot. Not in a trillion years. But I need you to appreciate one very simple fact. That at the end of this very race, everybody will testify that indeed Chukwukika Abiyama, the same God of Israel, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the same God of Ehiri in Aguleri, the same God of Umweri, the same God of Ora-Eri, the same God of Owe-Eri, the same God of Arochukwu. Not to be nobody, the true God, one true God. You will know that indeed, not only is he omnipotent, that same God is the owner of this very agitation. No human being can stop it. We have enemies, and we need to be very, very careful, both within and without. Very, very careful. The next 2 weeks will be very pivotal. Next 2 weeks will be very, very important in the life, or should I say, in this very mission that we have embarked upon. The devil will do everything. And you are going to watch spectacularly how we are going to destroy and shame the enemy. That at the end, every glory and adoration will belong to God and not to man. Now let us go and tell you what is happening that some of you do not understand. I want those of you who are hardcore, those who we are chosen before you were born. There were some people who were chosen before they were born to agitate for Biafra restoration. This is a message for you. Those who from their mother's womb they were born to do this very work. You must be very, very strong. Because Biafra will open the eyes of black people all over the world. Because Biafra will mean that blacks from America, blacks from the Caribbean, from Southern America, they will all flood into Africa. It will be like the time that Yeshua was born. Biafra is like a light, a beacon. They will follow it. They will say, let us go and see what is happening there. That is what these neo-colonialists do not want. They don't want Biafra to come. I am telling our people so they understand. The mountains, I didn't say one mountain, the mountains in front of us that we need to overcome. And for us to overcome it, we need to be very strong mentally, mental strength. Just like when you're doing anything in life, and it appears as if you are being buffeted from everywhere. That is the time that you no longer rely on willpower or your muscles. You go to your brain to endure and to persevere and to keep going until you overcome. That is the stage we are in right now. To make sure that our brain is in gear to confront everything the Janjaweed has to throw at us. We don't have money. Their budget is over $20 billion to fight us. They can bribe Facebook. They can buy them off. They can do anything they like. They can come to some of you and bribe you off. They can promise you what you've never had before. They can give you maybe a house in Dubai. They can promise you a vehicle. They can tell you, oh, we'll make you vice president. They can promise you anything to make sure that you're like them. But this very IPOB, this very hardcore is not going to move. And I will tell you why we can't move.
We have tried to live in Nigeria designed by Great Britain and handed to us. We have found it difficult to live in that Nigeria. We have fought a civil war, killed so many people, and still we have the same problems reoccurring. Perhaps the time has come to revisit the very foundations of Nigeria.
Nigeria is an evil entity, very, very satanic. You want to change the narrative. It's IPOB, they're the aggressors. I saw some women, was it yesterday? Give them their Biafra. We don't want to die. Look at murderers calling other people murderers. Can you believe such nonsense? The Fulani leaders, you cannot win. You cannot defeat IPOB. You people were the ones that established many terror organizations in Nigeria in a bid to overwhelm the country and take over the territories for your Fulani people. IPOB became a stumbling block to that very janjaweed expansionist tendency. True or false? Am I lying? You were ruling Nigeria before, doing everything you like, controlling NMPC, controlling the seaport, customs, everywhere you ever. Now, finally, because you felt that you subdued everybody else, now you can now march on with your foot soldiers into the east because you've taken over Yoruba land. Of course, I know that very well. You came and we said no. You can't come into this land to take it. Come and do your business and go. You said no. Now, because we defeated Miyetti Allah, you now brought in police and army with official uniform, official badge to come and kill people. And I also want to remind Twitter, because they're listening. Twitter, please. Do you know that in the Nigerian army and police, there are terrorists there? Are you aware that Nigeria actively recruited terrorists, killers and murderers and rapists, and gave them army and police uniforms? Are you aware of that? How can anybody, Yoruba journalists, how can you people in your infantile stupidity refer to Nigeria as having an army or Nigeria police? Or where are those terrorists that they conscripted into the Nigerian army and Nigeria police? Where are they? People without shame, where are they? I'm asking you. Fulani, you want to change the narrative? Of course not. They want to put the blame of insecurity in Nigeria on IPOB. Can you believe that? Can you believe these people? Can you believe them? Can you believe these people? And luckily, as God will have it, they are slaughtering themselves in the north. But IPOB securing the east are the ones to be blamed for the insecurity in the east. There is a clip I want everybody to play, please. Hope most of them opened his mouth and said, I invited the army to come into Olo. There was nothing happening. Fulani, the Hope most of them gave Fulani land in Olo to do Ruga, Fulani settlement. And we said no. We drove the Fulani murderers and terrorists away. Hope most of them now invited his friends, his masters from the north, to bring in their army and heavy machinery into Olu to kill us. That was how all these things started. All of you have forgotten. Black people in this UG, black, you have all forgotten the genesis. The same way that all of you that are blaming Boko Haram is a terrorist group, Boko Haram, what they're doing. But when Nigerian police were busy killing their leader and killing everybody else, all of you were just there drinking Fradununu. or doing betting on Chelsea versus Man U or Liverpool versus Man City. Nigeria army and police will go out and commit atrocity upon atrocity. All of you will be there, you keep quiet. Any day, those people out of anger rise up and retaliate. All of you baboons and monkeys will start writing rubbish. Do you know why? Because you have no conscience, you have no soul, you're a black person, you are the embodiment of evil. Is the truth. I don't care who bans whoever or whatever, I don't give a toss. I must preach the truth. Black people are wicked. By nature, very wicked people. That is why you forget the atrocities that your police and your army always commit. You forget. In a twinkle of an eye, you forget. Our army, our police. Now listen to me very carefully, please. You are blaming ESN, whereas it is the same Fulani terrorists masquerading as headsmen that are responsible for orchestrating all the insecurity in and around Nigeria. Fulani, you have Boko Haram. Fulani, talking about insecurity in the east. Hey. Whereas 91 people were slaughtered yesterday. Yesterday, they were killed yesterday. You have the guts. You people have no shame. You have the guts to stand up and be talking about insecurity in the east. And you're a senator from Kebbi State or Kebbi, whatever they call it. And 91 of the constituents were slaughtered. You didn't see it. You are talking about east. Fulani, who formed Boko Haram. Fulani, who formed ISIS in West Africa province, ISWAP. Fulani, who formed Miyetti Yala. Fulani, who formed Ansar. Fulani, who formed these headsmen and bandits you claim are foreign. Fulani, who brought out murderers and killers and terrorists from prison and gave them military and police uniforms. It is you people. You have now spread them around the country, causing mayhem, abducting people from schools. These are the same place. Hi, this people there. Ha, Fulani, you think everybody's as stupid as you are? You go, you kidnap students from their schools in the north, you get ransom, you buy more arms, you embolden yourselves. You have the guts to conduct a live press conference talking about insecurity in the East. Don't people have shame? Anyway, you don't. Who are the bandits, or should I say terrorists, taking hostages of school children and demanding ransom? Are they not Miyetti Yala, Miyetti, the chief negotiator? Who are the people destroying farms, raping and killing their victims daily around Nigeria? Fulani. Fulani. You know what? How they manage to convince some of you is what I find astonishing, despite the overwhelming evidence. How they green, white, green in front of you, but inside inside they're destroying you, but you don't know. Very, very sad indeed. It's very difficult to sound presidential or to sound statesman-like when you're discussing Nigeria, because the whole place is disgusting. Nigeria is disgusting. They never spoke the language that they're terrorists. Why don't you now come out and say the killing in Oyo State is bad? We are going to treat them in a language they understand. Why not? It's only in the East. And Yoruba journalists, they support this junk coming from these people. That is the reason why they come to your land and they massacre people. Because you support evil. Tinubu has to be president. You people are jokers. That Biafrans are not in IDP camps today or refugee camps is because of the immense work that ESN is doing. And for record purposes, please, ESN is in the bushes and forests of Biafra land. We are not out on the street. All of you trying your best to link ESN with unknown gunmen, you're wasting your time. If you want to know how unknown gunmen were born, go and look at all the atrocities of the Nigerian army and police against young people in the East. You'll understand that. ESN is inside the bush, making it possible for you to sleep at night. ESN is not and will never be unknown gunmen. And without myself excusing the activities of these angry youths that have had their relatives murdered by the Nigerian state, it is the same Nigerian police and army that are complaining today that brought this brutality and lawlessness. And I'll ask them again, what did those people do to you? Onisha, Emene in Enugu, have you all forgotten? Mbama River in Bayelsa. All the massacres you have carried out against young people in the East. What was their crime? What offense did they commit to warrant you to go to where they are praying and kill them? Nobody can answer that question. You think because you have money, you can bribe Reuters and bribe AFP and bribe Sky News and CNN and bribe the Yoruba media and all that rubbish. You silence us, you're mad, you are insane, you cannot do it. There is something called the internet. Even if you ban us here, we go somewhere else. It doesn't matter, our message will keep going. Our message will keep going. Nigeria will buy over every company in the world, and our message will still be passed down to the people that need it most. ESN is not unknown gunmen and can never be. But we know how unknown gunmen started. Every day you kill people and you go scot-free. Today they have gone to a Joffa's house. They have shot dead a young man there today. When his relatives rise up tomorrow, pick up arms and start killing police, you start talking rubbish. You'll be talking jazz from your stupid, stinking Zoom out. You'll be talking rubbish. Nobody has condemned the killing of a young man in Barrister Joffa's house last night around 2:30 a.m. In fact, this morning, early this morning. Have you written about him? Now, the family of that boy will be asking, what did he do wrong? Did he commit any crime? So his crime is that he's in Barrister Joffa's house and you killed him. Tomorrow, when his brother or sister will pick up arms and start fighting the police, all of
before you, proud to be a servant of such a heroic people. Today I stand before you to proclaim that our heroic youth in the various fronts have turned the tide of this war. They have smashed all enemy offensives directed at our destruction. In the air they have destroyed systematically the sinews of Nigeria's military might. The Biafran Air Force, small as it is, has stopped the entire oil flow of Nigeria from the mainland west. All protestations to the contrary by the British Broadcasting Corporation and Harold Wilson are mere wishful thinking. Our gallant boys are men tempered of steel. They have wrested the initiative from the Gawan enemy, and the Nigerian hordes are in trepidation and on the point of rout. The confusion of the enemy in the battlefields is only matched by the confusion in his home. Fight on, brave boys, fight on, heroes of our fatherland. Pursue the enemy, harass him, destroy the invader. March on, brave boys, now that victory is in sight. March on and hasten the disintegration of the enemy already set in motion. March on, young men.
The foundation for the liberation and independence of Biafra has been laid by this government, and it is very, very strong. We build this particular foundation of the liberation on solid rock. Are you not seeing it? We are not shaking. I am standing very, very strong, making sure that I'm taking the bullet that they are firing at Biafra people, because their target is you. They believe that once they take Mazen Amdekan out of the way, they will come for all of you. That is exactly what is happening in other parts of Nigeria, because nobody is there to stand on the way for them. And they are annihilating people, killing them, sending them to IDP camp. I told them, you see this face, okay, deceive them very well. to deceive you. The momentum of the Biafra liberation today have necessitated all the discussion you see. Everybody is talking. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they keeping him? Some of them claim that he was not fighting the way I'm fighting, but you kidnap him. Some of them are now addressing him as a gentleman, but you went and kidnapped a gentleman. They say, oh, he's more reasonable. He's not, but you kidnap him. What were you thinking? All of them contributed money. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking, it was their headache. They couldn't sleep every day. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's destroying Alibo. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's doing this, he's doing that. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer destroying Alibo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer causing problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer is the good man. Is the only man now that is very reasonable. And I have not even started. Because you see what Agaku Nigeria Igwe. Agaku Nigeria Igwe. And you know the next level is by taking all their terrorist barracks, taking all the government houses. That is the next level we will go, because it is part of the defense of our land. These places are places where the attack against our people are being planned.
Onwere otu ọ ga-abụ ma gị ma ha nwere ike bịakọta ọnụ ka akpa ihe ọfụma nwee nkwekọrịta otu a ga-esi gaa n'ihu.
Ihe na-eme na ndị be anyị wụ na ha na-aghọtachi anyị na-eme ọfụma. Ịjụọ ha sị na m chọrọ ikewapụ Biafra n'ime Nigeria na ọ bụghị ihe ziri ezi na iwu obodo ha akwadoghị ya. Nna ajụ ha sị ya ke ụzọ chọrọ isi ime ya. Asị na ọwụ ka aga mee ntuli aka elu, anyị bịanyecha aka atụcha vootu, aga na ebe a na-eme iwu anọrọ akpa ya ekwekọrịta, anyị gawa n'iru. Njụọ ha ndị na-eme iwu obodo Naijiria mmadụ ole si Kano steeti pụta? 44. Ọ bụ mmadụ ole na-emekwe n'iwu a si Abia, Imo na Bayelsa pụta? Ha erughị sọsọ Kano steeti. Ọ bụzi ụzọ dị aṅaa ka ị ga-esi wee nweta ihe a ibu n'obi ebe ndị ọwa anyị na ha na-awụ nọchiri egbu agara agbachi ụzọ nọchi ebe niile, efe adịghị, ụzọ adịghị.
I tell you, you don't see. I advise you, you don't care. I tell you, you don't see. Your friends they talk.
Land of the rising.
anyị wee tụle ya onye si na agata anyị ahụhụ ma ọ bụ na anyị fee arụsị anyị wee na-efe arụsị iwe were iwe gị na ọnụma gị wee bịa leta anyị ụmụ anyị wee na-anwụsị ụfọdụ nọ n'ụzọ ije ha anaghị alọta ụlọ ọzọ nne na nna wee na-ata ahụhụ wee na-ata ikikere eze nwaanyị kunie ka ọ gaa ubi gaa rụọ ọrụ Fulani chiri ehi bata ebe ala gị niile n'iyi okwu ebepụ ya isi anyị bụ ka anyị kpọpụ onye nwe anyị n'ugwu Awụsa ahụ ejide anyị wee gbuo ihe ọbụla anyị mara aka n'ime ha si na agaghị aga n'ihu elekwa ọdụ ụgbọ mmiri n'igwe ọcha bụ ememiri agha nke dị na Kalaba otu aka ahụ anyị na-ala nsọ ebe Biafra bụ ndị kọstọm sokwenye anyị n'etiti anyị anọghị n'ime mmiri kama kọstọm juru ebe niile ha wee na-ata anyị ahụhụ anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka kpọchie anyị kwuo ekwesịpụta anyị ka gbagbuo anyị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe ọ bụ ụzọ dị anya ka isi wee hụ ndị iro anyị n'anya wee karịa ndị nke gị akwa anyị bụ ụmụ Chineke akwa ọba aha anyị ka anyị na-aza akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza ike Chukwu akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza amara Chineke akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chisom akwa ọba anyị nwe na-aza Chizọba nna nke dị nsọ onye ime eluigwe dịka otu onye iro bi na anyị bụ ụmụ gị bịa ka iwe zọpụta anyị bịa ka iwe napụta anyị n'aka ọjọọ ihe bịa ka iwe lụọrọ anyị ọgụ bịa ka iwe tịtụ ozu ọ bụ oke ụwa mgbe emilere Goliat Chineke nna nke igwe wee memiri Fero sikwa otu a mee ka Fero bụ ọgụzọ n'ihu ụmụ ndị IPOB ka o wee taa akọkọ ikuni ọtọ ọzọ ị ga na-edu anyị n'ụzọ niile nke ezi omume ọ bụla adịghị na anyị na-aga ndagwurugwu onyinye ọnwụ ọ bụ gụ nwa bụ ekekere n'igwe n'ụwa onye ọbụla kere gị nweghị mmalite nweghị ọgwụgwụ kama anyị onwe anyị kwa anọkwa ahụ ofu ụbọchị anyị ga-anwụ n'ezie kama marakwa na okwu gị na-anọgide gị mgbe ebighị ebi ọ bụ ya mere anyị ji were gị n'anya isi anyị wee na-asị nna nke dị nsọ bịa ka iwe gosi anyị Biafra na ndụ na-abụghị n'ọnwụ bịa ka iwe mee ka ebe gị na amara gị wee kpuchiri anyị ka uwe bịa ka iwe zọpụta ndị nke gị bịa ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ka anyị na-ewetụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'aha gị onye bụ Chukwu abịa ma
ise welcome Biafrans, welcome fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, friends of Biafrans. I welcome each and every one of you to this program here on this platform, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. Welcome you, comrades. I welcome you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama Primihenina. To him all glory shall be given. He is the reason why we are alive to gather here this evening. Therefore, we praise him for his mercy and kindness towards each and every one of us that have gathered here this evening. Also, I want to thank you for gathering here this evening to support us in making sure that that this program continue. And also thankful that you are here to encourage us. So I welcome each and every one of you, and we appreciate your presence. As always, we appreciate your support. We appreciate your kind gestures. We are glad that you are here. Like we always say, we are not taking anything for granted. So we appreciate your presence because you are a true freedom fighter for you to be in this platform this evening. So I thank you as I welcome you. And as I welcome you, I want you to welcome others, welcome your friends, your relatives, your families, welcome your neighbors, and all lovers of freedom. Welcome everybody, both enemies of Biafra, because this platform is for everybody, both friends and foes.
because here common sense rules. So whatever you have, whatever you think, whoever you are, this channel or this platform is for everyone. So I thank you for making out time to joining us this evening. And I pray that Chukwu will always provide for you, protect you, and defend you. This is IPOB Western Cape Media TV. So I want you to know where you are. Because in this platform, we are not here for saga, neither are we here for propaganda. The reason we are here is to preach the gospel of redemption, the gospel for the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. We are here to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to continue keeping his legacy alive. We are here to support every freedom fighter who is working assiduously to restore Biafra. We are friends to all. As long as you keep doing that which is right, we are your friend. But remember us, there is no permanent friends, neither do we have permanent enemies. We believe that what determines or what makes you human is your ability to reason. And whenever you lost that privilege, then you are nothing more than an animal. So you are expected to always reason as a human. And we expect you, if you say you are a freedom fighter, we expect you to know and to understand that fighting for freedom is not for children, it's for adults. So if you are a child, you have no business in freedom fighting. So look at yourself inwardly and now place yourself where you belong. So IPOB Western Cape Media TV is a place to be. If you find yourself in this platform, know it that you are indeed a chosen. The reason I said so is because this channel, this platform, is for those who are serious. It's for those who are determined. And it's for those who are without envy, greed, jealousy, and hatred. That is what IPOB Western Cape Media TV stands for. We believe that this freedom fighting is for everybody and is open for all. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, I quote, "Whatever you know you can do for Biafra to come on and do it." Unquote. So looking at that direction, I believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is open for all to join. He is not selective about who joins and who does this and who did not do that. And anytime or each time you find yourself fighting those who are fighting for freedom, anytime you find yourself pulling down those you should be supporting, and each time you find yourself being cantankerous, fighting everybody that comes around you because that person refuses to dance to a tune. In life, we are meant to understand that opinion differs, and life is a choice. It is my choice to be here
this evening. It is my choice to be the anchor of this platform. It is my choice. And I believe that whatever I am saying here, it is also my choice to say them and my own opinion. You should not kill me for that. And you should not try to impose your own opinion to my person. That is who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu states his opinions and allow others to also have the opportunity to state their own opinion. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never imposed himself on anybody. Whoever you see today that is following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did it out of his own mind. It is his decision to follow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and see him and take him as his own leader. So, if you want to be important, it is not by your imposition on people. It is by your work. It is by the qualities you have as a human. You have to know how to talk. You have to know how to follow people. You have to know how to you have to be flexible at all times, because things does not and will never always go the same way you want them. Sometimes it has to go the other way, and you must be flexible enough to accommodate. That is what makes you a leader. That is what makes you important in the life of people. That is what will attract people to you. So IPOB and the freedom fighting is a choice. Nobody comes here by force. Mazo Ebuchi, I came here on my own. Nobody dragged me into freedom fighting or to join IPOB. It is a personal choice, and I also believe that each and every one of us did the same. Nobody was forced by anybody to be here. So if you did not force Mazi Ebuchi to be here, why do you think you can force Mazi Ebuchi to do what he doesn't want to do, to follow you or to believe your own narrative? You can decide to create manner of narrative the way they suit you or the way they seems right to you. I also have choice to create my own narrative and make my own choices. So we'll continue this evening. This is IPOB Western Cape Media TV. Here we speak nothing but the truth. We are without fear or favor. We are fearless before our enemies. We are not here to represent any individual, but to represent and to defend our fatherland, Biafra. Because for us, it is Biafra today, tomorrow, and forever. If you are offended by our resolve, we have no apologies for that. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, worldwide. And his position is incontestable. IPOB is here to restore Biafra, and we are not going to be swayed until Biafra is restored. I welcome you to IPOB Western Cape Media TV, saying it the way it is. Yes, like I always said, or like I already said, we are fearless, and we are here to speak the truth because truth is our hallmark. We don't care the consequences of speaking the truth. We do not care what it will cost. All we care is to speak the truth, and we shall continue to speak the truth. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter how you feel. Truth must be said. We are not afraid to say it. So I want you to know that. And also this evening, Biafrans, I want you to know that we are live in all our social media platforms. We are live on our YouTube channel, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. We are live also on our Facebook page, which is IPOB Western Cape Media TV. We are live also on our X, Twitter, IPOB Western Cape Media TV. Please, these are places we have occupy, should I say, in this media. And I want you to always remember that you have to go there, follow us. If you are not following us in all these platforms, you have to do that now. Follow us on our Facebook, follow us on our YouTube, follow us also on our Twitter. You have to do all these things. It does not take you anything. It does not cost you any money. Go there, subscribe. It is free on our YouTube. Follow us on our Facebook and also follow us on our Twitter. That is all you need to do. And also remember that the best thing, one of the best things you can do is to always endeavor to share and like and comment on our live programs like this. It does not take you anything to share our program. You know, each time, whenever we come live, it is not encouraging because people find it very difficult to share our program. Let me tell you something. Every day we come live in a live program like this, we have over sometimes 70 people, sometimes 80 people, sometimes depending how many people, but we have over 50 people in every program sitting down, viewing us live. But when you go to check how many people share, it is discouraging. It is very, very disheartening to find out, for you to find out that there are not even up to 20 people that share or like. It is heartbreaking. It is not encouraging at all. I don't know why we will always come here to scream, reminding you to share. And even when we've taken out this time to do so, you still don't want to do that. That means it's not that you don't remember. The point is that you don't want to share. And your reason, I don't know. But whatever it is, my belief is that Chukwu Okiabiama will bring those who will share our programs. Our program is going very far and very wide. People are listening to us. Even when you refuse to share the program still go far. But it will go more far and do better if you can also share. Because when you share it, those people in your own friends list will see it and they will click and join. So share our program, Biafrans. It is very, very important that you do so. So I thank you for joining me this evening here. And also, before I continue, I bring greetings to you, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, friends of Biafrans, and everyone that listening to me this evening. I bring greetings to you from my coordinator, Mazi Innocent Alia. Mazi Innocent Alia is the IPOB Western Cape Zone Coordinator. Mazi Innocent Alia is the one representing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in this zone. And he is doing his job very, very perfectly. Mazi Innocent Alia is a hardcore, a believer, a determined freedom fighter, one who has given up, who has given so much for this struggle. So I want you to know that he is the leader leading us in this zone, and
We love his leadership style and qualities as a leader which he possessed. And also, I want you to know that there are those who parade themselves as IPOB Western Cape representative. And it's not that these people are important, but the reason why I always want to remind you is that some of us refuses to think, some of us refuses to listen, some of us refuses to be articulative in their thinking or in anything they do. Let me tell you something. If you look at what is happening in IPOB today, you will understand why I am saying these things. I remind you, we have one coordinator in the person of Mars Innocent earlier. Any order that you see, disregard, discard. He is a criminal, a thief. He is an enemy of the struggle. He is here to cause confusion in what we are doing. Remember, their target is IPOB Western Cape. They want to destroy it. And if not for the quality of leader we have here, Mars Innocent earlier, they would have succeeded. I'm telling you the truth. And I want you to know that with you, by Mars Innocent earlier's side, they will never succeed. Because he needs you to stand this pressure. Mars Nnamdi Kanu will come out to meet IPOB Western Cape very, very strong, very, very obedient to the IPOB code of conduct. So don't take those people serious, but be very, very vigilant, knowing fully well they are here. The reason why we are creating this awareness, reminding you that we have imposters, we have those lawbreakers, those outlaws, those ones that was contracted by the enemies of this struggle to cause confusion in IPOB Western Cape. Bear it in mind that they are around. That is the reason why. Because if we do not remind you, you may fall victim. It's not because you want to, but because you are ignorant of the devices of these people. So bear it in mind that we do not have two Western Cape coordinators. And the name of our coordinator here in this Western Cape zone, representing Onyendu Mars Nnamdi Kanu, appointed by Mars Nnamdi Kanu by himself, is Mars Innocent earlier. Bear it in mind. Now, I bring greetings to you from the coordinators we have in this Western Cape zone. I also bring greetings to you from the executive of IPOB Western Cape zone. I want to assure you, Biafrans, that men are working round the clock to make sure that IPOB succeed. Men are working assiduously to make sure that Biafra is restored. Men are paying the price to make sure that Mars Nnamdi Kanu is freed. IPOB Western Cape is formidable. That is why you have enemies. That is why you have those who have come and who are always here to make us look bad. But the truth is that IPOB Western Cape is solid, formidable. The leadership of this zone is top-notch. Don't play with them. You know, they don't know. The reason, most of the times, he's praising his coordinator. Yes, I praise him because he's a man of truth. Look at me very well. I am fearless. If the leader of this zone, Mars Innocent earlier, if he is not
sincere, if he is not truthful, I would be the first to desert him. And if tomorrow he changes, which is impossible, I will do so. But for now, he is still playing following the IPOB. In fact, IPOB Western Cape is the only zone in the whole IPOB that still follow IPOB Code of Conduct. Here, IPOB Code of Conduct is a law. IPOB Code of Conduct is the only thing we have that is steering us towards the road to victory. It is through IPOB, that code of conduct, that made us not to involve ourselves in anything that has to do with opposition for the sake of opposition. We adhere to IPOB code of conduct. That is why this is the only zone that stand and said, we are not going to be party to anybody or any human that we engage in opposition for the opposition. If you say somebody did something, point it out. Tell us why. If you say somebody did something, what is the crime of that person? Don't just come here to tell us, oh, this person did this, and then you want us to inherit your enemies. I pity you. This is IPOB Western Cape. We do not condone such. We follow IPOB code of conduct to the letter. We are following IPOB code of conduct lead. That is the reason we are defeating our enemies, and we shall continue to defeat them until Biafra is restored. Any human being, any comrade in IPOB, you see that he engages in opposition for the sake of it. That person is engaging in insubordination, and that person is going against the IPOB code of conduct, because IPOB code of conduct said, do not engage in opposition for the sake of it. In other words, do not inherit another people's or someone's enemy. If you hate somebody, hate the person on your own. Don't drag Mazi Onyebuchi into it. Don't try to drag IPOB Western Cape into it. Let it be your complete problem. It is your fish, fry it. Don't engage us. Don't drag us into your mess. Here, we adhere strictly to IPOB code of conduct, which is against opposition for the sake of opposition. The reason why Mazi Chike and his Kabas could not destabilize IPOB Western Cape is because we hold IPOB code of conduct as a weapon. And that is the only thing that we use to defeat them. They ran away till today. If you ask them, they don't even know whether IPOB Western Cape exists anymore. Because to them, IPOB Western Cape does not exist. They shut it down because we refused to join the force to destroy and to bastardize IPOB code of conduct. We told them, whatever you are doing outside the IPOB code of conduct, you are on your own. So, before I continue, my name is Mazi Onyebuchi. And Mazi Onyebuchi is your host. And by the special grace of Chukwu Abịama Premier, I am the Parklands Unit Coordinator. And also, I love Biafra so much with all my heart, spirit, and soul. Biafra is the force that
moves me. Biafra is my life, and I can do anything for this struggle. I say to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. To some of you, depend where you are viewing me from. This evening, I said I should settle down, share our program, like our program, comment on our program, because this is one of its kind. This is the only zonal platform Banon in the whole world. IPOB Western Cape Media TV is the property of IPOB Western Cape Zone, sponsored by IPOB Western Cape Zone. IPOB Western Cape Media TV is the property of IPOB Western Cape Zone. And let me tell you something you can never find any other in any place in this family. We are the only zonal platform, Banon. This is the handiwork of the leadership of this zone, and somebody is telling you to bring some demons in human clothes, in human flesh, to come and take over this zone. I thank you for joining me, and I welcome you in this program this evening. And I will be speaking in a coded word. This thing I want to say, or what I've been saying since I've been speaking, it's all a coded word, because there are some people in this family, in IPOB, who thought that they could pick IPOB Western Cape and its leadership and pocket it. They looked at, let me tell you something. You might have done that before, or some people would have tried that before and succeeded, not anymore. Today we have a very formidable media platform where we can always tell our own stories. Nobody can tell our story anymore. We are here to tell our own story. IPOB Western Cape and her leadership is always here to tell our story. Nobody will do that for us anymore. If you bring propaganda, we rubbish it. Just like I'm going to do this evening. Some individuals who are not even residents in South Africa, but outside South Africa, want to control what is happening in this zone. You know, when you look at the IPOB Code of Conduct, or we hear them talk about, oh, Mazen Kanu is this, Mazen Kanu is that, but they do not even listen or understand who Mazen Kanu or what Mazen Kanu represents. Mazen Kanu said, we practice chain of command and control. That means you can never be there in Europe and try to control what is happening in South Africa. They don't burn you well. Nobody owes you anything. You do not feed anybody. You do not pay anybody's rent. Nobody owns you anything. The only thing that unites us together is IPOB. Aside that, my dear, you are nobody to me. I don't know who you are. Without IPOB, I wouldn't know who you are. If you want me to do something and that does not have anything to do with the rules of engagement, because in IPOB, there are things that has to do with rules of engagement. Your superior can instruct you on what to do, but whatever your superior is telling you to do must be recognized by IPOB Code of Conduct. So, but if you are playing outside the flank of IPOB, trying to control people, let me tell you something, you are a failure. You are a total failure. And you cannot bring IPOB to your stupidity. You cannot bring our formidable leader here, Marcin Centralia, into your shenanigan. Marcin Centralia is
is a man, a matured man, though he is very easygoing person. But don't mistake it for weakness, because as they say, the calmness of a leopard does not in any way entails him as a weak animal. He's a very terrible one in that matter. Mazi Innocent Iyanya may not be the one that talks too much, may not be the one that speaks. He may be a man of few words, but that does not mean that you're going to try to ride over him. Because some people think that because they can insult, because they can talk, and they use it as opportunity to want to run other people down. Let me tell you something, not under my watch. I am here to defend IPOB Western Cape and her leadership. And part of this family that you touch, you have touched me. And let me tell you something. Mazi Innocent Iyanya does not own you anything. He does not own anybody anything. The only thing that Mazi Kanu owns Biafran is to be truthful in discharging his work. As long as that is done, he does not own anybody anything. So anybody that's coming to insult him, let it be. I've warned before. I don't want to get into media fights with anybody. That is why I've tried my best not to engage anybody in any. But let me not look. Should I say? Don't mistake it to be weakness on my side, on our side here in IPOB. We can stage that, we can do that, but we are too busy in this work to engage in nonsense, in frivolities. I say it is a frivolity because it's useless, it is gainless, there's nothing to gain from it, but nowhere to draw a red line. Nowhere to draw a red line. If you are going crazy, if you are frustrated, because some people, I am not, what is happening in this struggle today, you may find out that so many people have become frustrated, and they are rubbing it all over their body. When they speak, when they talk, when they come to their platforms, or when they are having ordinary misunderstanding with people, you see them exhibiting that act of frustration, rubbing it on everybody around them. If you are frustrated, go home and rest. You can put up your laptop or your gadget or whatever and take a break. You can even delete your WhatsApp and take a break just to get yourself back. Don't rub your frustration on people. Stop it. IPOB Western Cape and her leadership, we are not here for you. We don't even know you if you exist or not. We are not here to exchange words or for you to, I've been in a program where somebody is talking down on IPOB Western Cape and her leadership. And when I look at them, I laugh. We are seeing everything. But I just want you to know that every day is for the thief. One day is for the owner. One day you are going to get that media war. But I pray that I will never have such time, because we are too busy to engage in frivolities. So leave IPOB Western Cape, go your way. We have IPOB. There is in IPOB code of conduct. It is forbidden to have grouping and sectionalism. It is forbidden. In fact, engaging in your grouping or whatever you may call yourself, it is against IPOB code of conduct. Groupings, sectionalism is not accepted in IPOB. So whenever you think you can separate few people
And yeah, these ones are the real IPOB. These people are the real believer. These people are the Mazen and Kanos, what's it called? Mazen and the Kanos loyalists. This one is that. Let me tell you something. You are in disobedience to IPOB code of conduct. We are IPOB. Simple. So anytime you are going to choose some people, put them aside. Let us become this. You are going against IPOB code of conduct. Leave IPOB Western Cape and her leadership away out of it. From today, whatever you are doing, don't engage us. We are IPOB. That is who we are. Leave our coordinator alone. You have never seen him. You have never met him. It's only on visual. You cannot say you know somebody through visual. So allow IPOB Western Cape to go about this thing the way the IPOB code of conduct instructs. And that is exactly what we are doing. Allow us to breathe. We are not dragging anything with you. You are Mazen Kano's number. After all, somebody came out the other time to say, I am Mazen Kano's loyalist. I'm Mazen Kano's most trusted. Today, where is that person? The most trusted of all. Where is he today? He is part of those who are fighting against Mazi Nnamdi Kano's Lego team. But he said, I am the most trusted. So leave that thing you're doing. When Mazi Nnamdi Kano comes back out, like Bible says, Chineke amaragondia. Mazi Nnamdi Kano, we know who are his through their works, not through their words, but through their works. So stop fighting everybody. You come on social media, you make noise, you condemn, you talk. You are the only one who loves Mazi Nnamdi Kano. Other people hate him. You think I laugh at you. Leave Mazi Nnamdi Kano, leave Mazi Innocent alone, and leave IPOB alone. Leave Mazi Onyebuchi alone. Leave us. We are different people. Like we said, in IPOB, in this platform, we don't have any permanent friend, and we don't have permanent enemy. We might have worked with you before, but because you have your own mind, you have your own way, you have your different from our belief, you have your own roadmap how to fight this battle. And we said, no, we cannot, because we cannot hate who you hate. We cannot fight who you are fighting. If you think you are in this struggle to fight fellow comrades, fellow freedom fighter, then go on. I wish you luck. But here, we are here to fight Nigeria. We are here to fight the enemies of Biafra. We are not here to delay the freedom. We are here to quicken it. That is why we said Mazi Simon, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, is not our enemy. He is fighting for Biafran freedom. And we must support him. And we are supporting him with our works. We may not give him money. We may not contribute monetary aspect of it. But in every other means, we will, spiritually, morally, and otherwise, we give him every support that we can for now. We never engage him and start fighting him when we know that what he is doing is right. But you have problem in everything he do. And now you want us to join you. Then we said no. We have not seen him do anything wrong. Then you see us as your enemies. It's fine. We are not here. We don't know you. Like I said before, I don't know you. You don't know me. We don't know each other. So allow anyone fight their freedom their own way. That is the only thing we said in this platform. Allow people to fight their freedom their own way. Don't try to impose yourself in other people by force. Allow people to accept you and your own narrative. Allow people to follow you because what you are saying or what they see you doing corresponds with what they want or what they think. Don't say they must listen to you because you are fighting for Biafra. No, they may not like your style, but that does not mean that they are against you. Allow them. Fight your own. Let me fight my own. That is all. But in this aspect, you want to be the only one that pitches. Every other person who pitches must pitch on your own instructions. And I say to you, it's a lie. As far as I'm concerned, you are nobody in this struggle. We have seen Chibuze Gwatu today. Chibuze Gwatu was fighting as if he loved Biafra more than anybody. In fact, there comes a time he said that IPOB, DOS, is the ultimate. That where they die is where he will die. That when they quit is when he will quit. Chibuze Gwatu said that if we must get Biafra, it must be IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That instead of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB not to get Biafra, may Biafra never come. When you were listening to him, you would think that he is one of the he has been radicalized or is that hardcore who is a true believer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. You may think that he is that kind that can do anything to make sure that IPOB succeed. Today, where is Chibuze Gwatu? Chibuze Gwatu has resigned several times, and I think this time around is going to be the last time he will be resigning in this struggle. I know that he has never been part of this struggle. I know that Chibuze Gwatu left this struggle the day Uchemefo and Obienu left. He left with them. He was only here in flesh, but his spirit left. That was why he engages in acts of dragging IPOB through the mud. He dragged IPOB to the mud. He tried to place the DOS above Mazi Nnamdi Kanu several times. He fought everything he was against everything that will propagate IPOB and Biafran struggle. He engages with the politicians. All of you saw him the last time he went to Nigeria to bury his mother. He was mutually walking around with Nigerian Nigerian armed carrying securities. They were protecting him, no harassment by the Nigerian security, no embarrassment, no arrest, nothing. Chibuze Gwatu has been working with those people, but we know the point. This so-called DOS allowed him to try to turn IPOB to a caricature. I've said it before, that these guys want to turn IPOB to, or rather want to make IPOB look like a child play. That is why they support everything that will destroy or that will dent the image of IPOB. If you speak against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will accept you. If you speak against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family, they will accept you. If you speak against IPOB and the way it is structured by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they would accept you. If you are against IPOB code of conduct, they accept you. That is what these so-called DOS are doing. That was why Chibuze Ogwatu was their favorite. Why he was doing all the damages, why he was messing around, toying around, dragging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's name through the mud. They were 100% standing with him. Today, after trying everything, he failed woefully. He decided to say, I am quitting. I saw Uchemefo posted it. And I was not surprised that Uchemefo posted the video where Chibuze Ogwatu was addressing his gullible followers. People like us here in this platform, we already know. We know them that are not wrong. Let me tell you something. You see Chibuze Ogwatu, you see Elochukwu Ohaji, you see Emeka Gift, you see, what is their name? What is the other one? There's no other one. You see the people. They go to their pages now. They make fun of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his Lego team today. Go to Emeka Gift platform, you will see it. Emeka Gift has literally constructed himself as a big distraction. The Kanu's Lego team. Anything you say that is against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Lego team, Emeka Gift will share it. Emeka Gift will support it. All of them, Elochukwu Ohaji, all of them, Chibuze, they are in the same page with Chibuze Ogwatu. Anything that fights Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Lego team, they support it. And that is why Emeka Gift is trying so much to change the narrative. Emeka Gift is of the, or rather said, and he keeps saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking Nigerian government, or is offering Nigerian government for negotiation, when it is a lie. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, a barrister, a lawyer, Jimako. The other person I forgot his name is Isaiah is so frustrated. When you look at Isaiah, when you hear him, you will see frustration. When you look at him, you see frustration. When you hear him, you hear frustration. He tried his best to talk down on Mazi Simon Ekpa. He tried his best. Why he is doing that? Why he is trying to talk down on Mazi Simon Ekpa? He is looking so stupid. He is becoming so frustrated because he is only wasting his time. Now, let me tell you what happened in court the other day. You know, when you go to court, in court, it's like when a barrister is talking, he talks like a pastor. And what do? They quote law to the judge or to whoever. They quote law for you. The law, this so law said that so, or this year, 19 this same thing happened, and this same thing happened. This is what they do. Barrister Aloy Ejimako quoted a portion of Nigerian constitution that suggests that in a case that is stuck, because now let me say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is stalled. So in a case that is as this, that there is the court or the prosecution or they can suggest to the attorney general, yes, the attorney general of the federation could come in and suggest, or rather find a means for negotiation. Aloy Ejimakor was literally suggesting to these people that, let me tell you something. Did you forget that there is law like this? And when Binta Nyako heard it, Binta Nyako said, yes, I think we are now at this point where we can explore this. And then Binta Nyako made a suggestion to the prosecution team, which also said, well, it is also okay. But at this point, it's not in my position to make such suggestion. But that means I will convey to the Attorney General, which Binta Nyako said, okay. Now, for reminding me this, I suggest that you and the prosecution team should go and meet the Attorney General for what is it called? For negotiation and find a way out of this. Because the court cannot move forward. The case is stalled. The court could not move forward. The judge is confused. She couldn't move forward. So the only thing available is what? To find a way to settle. Aloy Ejimakor quoted this law. Aloy Ejimakor quoted. When I say quoted, he quoted. He didn't say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is moving. It's moving for settlement with the Nigerian government. He never said it. He never said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asking to settle with Nigerian government. He only quoted a portion of Nigerian constitution that creates that particular way of sorting things out. So now Emeka Gift is trying to say that it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is begging through Aloy, because anything you said that Aloy Ejimakor did in court, it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are saying who did it? So Emeka Gift and his cohorts are now telling that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is begging and asking Nigeria to negotiate with them, because they are trying to paint Barrister Aloy Ejimakor bad, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, after sacking Barrister Ifeanyi Ejimakor, contracted Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. So since then, Barrister Aloy Ejimakor has become an enemy to this group of people, the DOS, the so-called DOS, their so-called media team, in the likes of Oluchukwu Ohaji, in the likes of Emeka Gift, in the likes of Isaiah Oba, in the likes of what's it called again? The other one, the Chibuze Guato and co, and all of them. Chibuze Guato them, Chinas and Woru them. Aloy Ejimakor has become their problem. They are no more interested in what Aloy Ejimakor is doing. In fact, for these people, Aloy Ejimakor should fail so that they could jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At least they will not have something to say, but we said it. We said that Aloy Ejimakor is going to mess. They do not pray for Aloy Ejimakor to succeed. And when you pray for Aloy Ejimakor to fail, you are praying for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to fail. So, Emeka Gift should tell me and tell Biafran, what is your gain? What are you trying to do in running Aloy Ejimakor down? Let me just say, even though, or if, let us put it in this way, that before, you may say that Aloy Ejimakor was against, or is not in favor of political solution or whatever, or negotiation. It may be one of their reasons. I think it's one of their reasons. Oh, that Aloy Ejimakor said that political solution is not the ultimate, but it's Aloy Ejimakor never said so. But the narrative they are creating is that Barrister Aloy Ejimakor said that political solution is not the point. Why is now that he has become the legal team, he wants political solution? No. if he sees it now, or if he sees the reason for political solution, and he said I think that is going to be the right step to take, why not support him to take it? After all, what concerns you is that your leader walks free. What should be your concern is your leader's safety and freedom, not what Barrister Marcos said and what he did not say. All you should say is, Barrister Marcos, make sure you free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why we are paying you. That is why we are doing everything we are doing to support you. We are not supporting you because we love you. We are supporting you because we love our leader, whom you represent. That is why you talk about someone you said you love. You said you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but you are praying for his Lego team to fail. So I don't know what I don't know what Emeka Gift and Elochukwu Haji and their team represent in this struggle. But like Chibuze Egwuatu has come out to expose himself for the final time, I know that with time, very soon, Emeka Gift and Elochukwu Haji and Isaiah Oba and all of them will also come out to take a stand and call a spade a spade. We are no more part of this. We don't believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. So we are going. That should be the next thing we are expecting from these people. But for you to be castigating or trying to run down Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Lego team, it is unacceptable. That means you are an enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are the #1 enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because you are running down his Lego team, whom you should be the one supporting him. You want to throw Barrister Marcos to the dogs so that you're proving a point. What point do you want to prove? This is what I'm asking Emeka Gift and Elochukwu Haji. If you succeed in running Barrister Marcos down, what are you going to gain? Because when you run Barrister Marcos down, you automatically run Mazi Nnamdi Kanu down. If Barrister Marcos should fail, automatically Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fail. So that is my point. So I don't know what these people are doing. I don't know what these people are doing. Let me just
onwere otu ọ ga-abụ ma gị ma ha nwere ike dakọta ọnụ ka akpa ihe ọfụma nwee nkwekọrịta otu a ga-esi gaa n'ihu.
Ihe na-eme na ndị be anyị wụ na ha na-aghọtachi anyị na-eme ọfụma. Ịjụọ ha sị na m chọrọ ikewapụ Biafra n'ime Nigeria na ọ bụghị ihe ziri ezi na iwu obodo ha akwadoghị ya. Nna ajụ ha sị ya ke ụzọ chọrọ isi ime ya. Asị na ọwụ ka aga mee ntuli aka elu, anyị bịanyecha aka atụcha vootu, aga na ebe a na-eme iwu anọrọ akpa ya ekwekọrịta.
Sorry about that. I had a very important call, so I had to receive the call. So now listen to me. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made a choice, and his choice is Barrister Marcos. As a Biafran, as an IPOB, and a believer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you say that you believe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is your leader, if you actually mean it when you say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a wise man, then why are you now against every decision he has made so far in this case? You say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a wise leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is this, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that. Why are you now against his decision to sack Barrister Marcos and get a new legal team? Why? Because you don't really believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why you are doubting him. There is no other way about it. There is no two ways about it. You are against everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is against. You are against it. Chibuze Ogwatu has resigned from IPOB honorably. And I respect him for that. But I know that as it is today, negotiations will be going on again because they always go back to him. Oh, you know, you are the only one we have who knows how to talk. You know, you are the only one we have who do this, who does that, who does that, who does. They will go and start begging him to come back. Tomorrow you may see him and say, okay, I am back. I am back. So that he can come and talk the way he used to talk. But the truth is that we already know those who are fighting for this struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap exposed a lot of things. He exposed a lot of things. Who could have believed that Emeka Gift is an enemy of this struggle? Who could have believed that Isaiah Oba is an enemy? Who could have believed? Who could have believed that Emeka Gift would question the decision of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who would have believed that Isaiah Oba would question the decision of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who would have believed that China Sanwo-Olu would have questioned the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who would have believed that Chigedo Ziem would have questioned the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who would have believed that Tony Zulumike would have questioned the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who would have believed that Tony Abani would question the authority of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Who would have believed that all these people would question Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's authority if not for this kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? So somehow it is a blessing. Because like they say, every disappointment is a blessing. You may never know who truly is your friend until you get yourself into trouble. That is when you will know who indeed is a true friend. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is able to know those who are his followers. He is able to know those who truly believe in him. He is able to know those who understood his teachings and who truly in spirit and in body believe him today. But you see them all over one of the reasons that Chibuze Ogwatu quit for the final time was because he said the last court case that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu he must condemn Mazi Simon Ekpa. He must say that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not working for him. You know, Mazi Simon Ekpa has come out 3 years ago before he even started to say, I am on my own. But Chibuze Ogwatu want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and say, Simon Ekpa is not working for me. Because he do not believe. So, if Chibuze Ogwatu truly want to know the truth, he should go and listen to Simon Ekpa, where he said, I'm not working for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am not going to take order from somebody in DSS dungeon. Everything I do from today onward, it's strictly on my own. I am not taking order from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am not doing it because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told me to do it. Everything I do, I take full responsibility. Chibuze Ogwatu did not believe that. But he wants to control Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out and said, Simon Ekpa, you are not working for me. Or Simon Ekpa, you are buying our people. These are the things that Chibuze Ogwatu wants to say. Not because he really, he cares. But that he wants to humiliate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because it will be a humiliation for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out and start talking about Simon Ekpa and something that is not relevant. I said it before in this program. Leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There are battles that he will fight only when he is out. That is what makes some of these people in Europe to be going crazy. Simple advice. Allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to do what he is doing. There are some battles he can only fight them effectively only when he is out. Fighting those battles now is going to be a distraction. So, Mazen Akan has not come out to call on Chike Doziem, who has refused to follow his instruction. He has not come out to condemn Chinas Anworu, who has come out to tell the world, listen, do you know that if Nigerian government want to kill Mazen Akan today, they can buy him and nothing will happen. Yes, we protest for 2 months and everybody will go home and sleep. Do you know that this is more dangerous than whatever that Simon Ekpa is doing? Only this statement can give Nigerian government the go-ahead to hurt Onyendu. But Chinas Anworu said it. And nothing happened. Emeka Gibbs did not question him. Chukwuohadi did not question him. Chinas Anworu said, if Nigerian government wants to buy Onyendu today, they can buy him. And nothing will happen. Highest, we will protest for 2 months. And everybody will go home and sleep. That is all that Chinas Anworu can see. That is what he takes Onyendu for. No. To these people, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is nobody. To them, he's nobody. They have displayed this attitude both in words, in actions. They have not hidden their hatred. They have not hidden their dislike for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu style of leadership. But Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not asking Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to come out and condemn the people he told to occupy position until he comes out, who are not doing something right, but doing everything that is contrary to Onyendu's instructions. It's not a problem to Chinas Anworu. It's not a problem to Chibuzo Egwuatu, because they are all in it together to dethrone Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. When you hear them say, oh, what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is doing is trying to take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out of the way, you think that they meant it. They are the one who want to take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out of the way. They are the one who is in control of IPOB. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in control of his own Biafra Republic government in exile. What is the connection? You are the one who is destroying everything that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu put in place. You are the one who is ruining Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's legacy. You are the one who is destroying Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's sweat, not Mazi Simon Ekpa. Mazi Simon Ekpa has his own way of doing things, and he is progressive. He is doing it, he's succeeding in them. You, what have you done? What have you done? Nothing. The day Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned after his kidnapping, you told Biafrans that you are going underground. Remember, even Ewi goes underground to dig a hole to honor to one. After to honor, to get honor, to chow, he will have invisible openings where a way of escape. One will be open, one will be invisible. At least that is the result of the underground work where we went all this time. But ask Chinas Anworu, Chike Doziem, and the Kabas in DOS, after Zayoba, are you people not ashamed of yourselves? For the past 3 years, you have been underground. What is that underground work. Show us one result you're able to achieve in this underground. Nothing. The only thing you will succeeded in achieving is calling, carving out all manner of names from Simon Ekpa. That thing in Finland, Nigeria agent. The last one is, buffoon. The last one now is buffoon. Because the last time I saw Isaiah about program, he was referring to someone as a buffoon. But Biafrans, if you are truthful, if you're going to be truthful to yourself, which I know you are always truthful to yourself, because everybody in this platform is truthful people, believer and hardcore, who truly believe in this struggle, who believe in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and who believe that Biafra will come in our time. Because some of these people you see today, they do not believe that Biafra will come. They think that this is an opportunity to be popular. Many people have different reasons coming to this, joining this freedom fighting. Some join this program just to be popular. They want to be popular. That is why in social media you see a lot of them. They don't know what they are doing, but they just want to be popular. So whenever they see white, they turn to white. They see blue, they turn to blue. They see green, they turn to green. They don't have permanent colors because they are not here for anything. They don't even understand why they are here. Some of them are here just to be popular. Oh, I know her. Oh, I know him. Oh, this, that. But we that are truly here to get the job done, we don't care who knows and who does not know. We don't care. That is why we are not here to please you. We are not here to speak enticing words to please you. So, if you listen to him, he can make you laugh. You don't have to laugh when you are here because we are here on a serious business. We are here to deliver, not to make you laugh. We are not here to be sarcastic about anything. We don't have to. People are paying with their lives for this thing. And you think you can laugh about it, you can play around with it, you can toil around with people's life. Mazi Simon Ekpa has broken series of new ground. Now I'm beginning to understand why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is someone that I don't know how he gets. Some people call him a prophet, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a prophet. He is way different from a prophet. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a man of wisdom. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has a discerning spirit. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has a gift. When he looks at you, he can be able to tell the qualities you possess. And when he gives you a job, he does not give you a job that you cannot do. Because already he knows the capacity. You may have already knows your capacity. Not because he's a prophet. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, Biafrans, go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is bringing a new dimension. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. Who is bringing new dimension? Go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is bringing new dimension. Some of us don't understand then what that new dimension is. Because then Simon Ekpa was only broadcasting. He does not do nothing. Only come on his platform every night to broadcast. So Mazen Kanu, after looking at him, he found out that this guy is actually going out of what we are already doing into a new horizon, to discover a new horizons, to bring new things and create new things. Then he said, listen to him because he's bringing new dimension today. When you follow Mazi Simon Ekpa's activities and the Biafran Republic government in exiles, you will understand that, oh, indeed, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu saw it all. Today, yesterday, the other day, I saw in the news that what's it called? United States Justice Department has accepted, registered the Biafra Republic government in exile as a legitimate government to fight for Biafra freedom. Do you know what that means? You cannot, as it stands today, call Mazi Simon Ekpa the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. You cannot call him or refer him as a terrorist. Not anymore. He is registered with the United States Justice Department as a legitimate government fighting for Biafra independence. That is one of the groundbreaking record of Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Biafra Republic Government Exile Prime Minister. Yesterday again, I was watching a program, then I saw something. Why I'm saying this is all these things happened or is happening within 3 years. The same 3 years Chike Doziem and his DOS has is the same 3 years Mazi Simon Ekpa has. But when you look at what Chike Doziem and his DOS is able to achieve in these 3 years, you notice that they have achieved nothing. Nothing. People that inherited a very, very viable IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had so many things in motion going before his kidnap, and everything fell into the lap of Chike Doziem and his cabals in DOS. But the question you should ask yourself is, after inheriting IPOB, that is already, the foundation has been laid and structured and is functional. After inheriting IPOB, that has a very articulated project going before the extraordinary rendition of Onyendu, one would have expected that by now the DOS would have pushed IPOB to a level that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself would be shocked when he comes out. One would expect that the DOS would have made IPOB a very formidable one greater and more dangerous than what Mazen Kanu left when he was going when he was a Sayona relation. But when you look at all these things, you find none. These people failed. In fact, they dragged IPOB backward. Everything, they made sure that they destroyed everything that Mazen Kanu had going before he's kidnapped. They make sure they destabilize the peace in IPOB. They made sure that they create enemies not outside, but within IPOB. They made sure they create IPOB deficit. But look at Mazi Simon Ekpa. When Mazi Kanu was here, the only thing that Mazi Simon Ekpa was doing is broadcast, nothing more. But immediately Mazi Kanu was kidnapped, Mazi Simon Ekpa went into work. That new dimension that Mazi Kanu talked about manifested today. The Biafra the Biafra Republic government in exile, led by the Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, has breaking a new ground again. Now let me show you. Listen to this.
As lobbyists for the Biafra Republic government in exile in Washington, D.C. Please put them on the screen. Both of them, if they have somebody else, you can bring all of them on the screen, please. Jane Moran, can give him access to mute. Same thing.
I've made them co-host, both of them,
right.
So they can...
All right, thank you very much. And
well, thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Jim Moran. I served in the United States Congress for approximately a quarter of a century. After I left the Congress, I began to represent some corporations and countries and causes that I believe in. It has been an honor to work with you, Your Excellency. Elias Gerasulis is my partner. This is primarily Elias's account, but I'm going to be working with him. While I was in the Congress, I was on the committee that funds defense and the State Department foreign operations, as well as the Foreign Relations Committee. I have an interest in Africa. I was a principal co-sponsor of the African Growth and Opportunity Act. But most importantly, I do believe that Biafran independence is a just and noble cause. And I trust that you have a bright future ahead. We will try to secure your independence. We can't promise because the politics is not a particularly predictable situation in the United States today, and justice is not always served, but we will work towards that objective. I appreciate the opportunity to work on behalf of the Biafran people. And at this point, let me turn it over to Elias. Elias?
Oh, thank you, Jim. And it's an honor to be working with you on this. And we appreciate your lending, your support, someone of your prestige and stature. That association would be so critical. So thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. And thank you, Mr. Prime Minister, Your Excellencies, and dear Biafrans in the United States and around the world. My name is Elias Gerasulis, and I am a good friend and a colleague of Congressman Moran, and we are your new lobbyists here in Washington, D.C. However, you should know that we are more than just your lobbyists. We are fellow freedom fighters in the struggle for the liberation by Africa. And similar to how your compatriots and the Biafran Defense Forces are securing your freedom on the homeland, we will be fighting for your freedom in the political and diplomatic battlefield here in Washington, D.C. And we will make sure that all these U.S. officials, all these congressmen and senators understand that the Biafran independence movement is a pure democratic civilian uprising against injustice, the very same one that we had in the United States when we declared our independence from the British 200 years ago. On a personal level, I knew I had to get involved in this struggle, not only because of my belief in the Biafran cause, but my belief in His Excellency, the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. As I got to know the Prime Minister, I could see that he has remarkable leadership qualities and vision. And I knew that instinctively that he was a man of destiny and that he will have a very important impact in Africa in the years to come. And I thought it was a personal duty to assist him. Already, the Prime Minister has made remarkable progress and has outsmarted the Nigerian system in many ways. The Prime Minister has done this with the self-referendum. He has done this with opening diplomatic liaison offices around the world. And I think by establishing a proper Biafran lobby in Washington, D.C., the Prime Minister has delivered his master stroke. And if you can look at the Nigerian media and the social media, you will see that this is something that's been highly publicized. And I think this is because they understand the moment that the United States starts to gain more support for the Biafran cause, it will be a game changer. Because when the United States leads, other countries follow. Congressman Moran and myself are your voice to the U.S. Congress, your voice to the White House, your voice to the State Department, your voice to the highest offices in this great land. And we will not stop until victory is achieved. Long live the free, independent, and sovereign Biafra. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that brilliant speech there.
Now, all these things were achieved within 3 years. He didn't take much time to achieve all these milestones. And you would ask yourself, how did he manage to achieve all these things? I was one of these DOS's wife in the person of Achalugo. I saw what he wrote the other day. He said, we are not against Ekperima because he doesn't have a right to fight for freedom. We are not afraid of Ekperima because he's not doing what is right. We are afraid of him because on our speed, he runs so fast. So to Acharugo and her likes, overtaking is not allowed. You must crawl the way she is crawling. You must crawl, take time the way she takes time, or they are taking time in everything. I said something. I have listened to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu when he was talking about Tony Nnadi. And he was saying, Tony Nnadi has been in this struggle for 20 years and something. That he will never fight for the freedom for 20 years. 5 years. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, when he was saying these things, thought that he was standing with people. He didn't know that he was totally alone. But he suspects that something is not right. That is why when he takes one step, something draws him back 3 steps backward. He keeps trying to solve what is this? Why is that each time I want to move forward, something draws me back? And I knew that he was happy when Uchemefo resigned from this struggle because he thought it came to a point where he began to think that, are you sure Chemefo is not dragging me backward? Today, within 3 years, Mazi Simon Ekpa is able to achieve a lot of things. Not because he is wise more than anybody. One of the reasons why Simon Ekpa is successful is because of the caliber of people that he works with. Because they said, show me your friend, and I will tell you who you are. You can't say you want to run a race and you went and run a pair race, like you want to run in two of you, and two, group race, and your success determines when you and your partner is able to get to the end mark, like a relay. Okay, let me say a relay. You can't say you want to run a relay and you went to include a snail and tortoise as one of your running mates. You are going to fail, because you may even run, you may keep them at the end, at the last line, only for you to run so fast and hand them over the baton for them to finish up. They will be there crawling. The people that you left will come and pass them and win the race. Look at Chinas Anworu, look at Chike Doziem, look at this caliber of people and tell me how you expect to get a positive result with people like this. Sometimes I ask myself, how did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu end up with these people? How manage? How did he manage to end up with people that drags him backward? They are like a very heavy weight tied around his waist, just to drag him backward. Mazi Simon Ekpa went to America. He chose the finest of Biafrans in America. He went to Europe. He chose the finest of Biafrans in Europe. He come to Africa. He chose the finest of Africans here. He went to Asia. He chose the finest of them all. Anywhere he goes, he makes sure that he chose the finest. Because the truth is that you cannot do this alone, and you cannot succeed just with anybody. There are people that their job in this world is to drag you down. And Chinas Anworu and Chike Doziem and all these people, you can see them, and then you can say that indeed they are in that category of people that will always drag you down to their level. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not doing everything he's doing because he is so wise or wiser than everybody. The reason is that he had the right people in his group, people that can deliver, people that has what it takes to deliver, people that are determined, sincere, truthful, those who are hunger for freedom. Today, this guy, I just showed you the two gentlemen that spoke here. They are lobbyists. Remember that in the past, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had Biafra, IPOB had lobbyists in Washington. Ask yourself today, where are those people lobbying for Biafra? They are no more. Chinas and Warren and Chike does not even know where those lobbyists are. Where those lobbyists are, they don't know. Because they are busy dragging money, even if they know where they are today. Where is the money to pay them? Because they have destroyed IPOB finance. They made sure that nothing is coming to IPOB financially. When they were doing it, they thought they are doing to Nayanya. Because it is about their pockets. It is about their pockets. You know, then they will use ESN. Yeah, we are using everything ESN. Is ESN the only project Mazen can have in motion? What about the lobbyists? We need people that will be lobbying for us. You can listen to that man when he said, I am your voice in the US Congress. I am your voice in Washington. I am your voice in White House. I am your voice everywhere. All the places that their decision makers are. As it stands today, the Biafran Republic government in exile, under the leadership of Prime Minister Maz had representatives speaking there. How many did IPOB have? Do you think if IPOB have a good lobbyist, they will care about what Nigeria is thinking about them? When you don't have somebody lobbying for you in Washington, D.C., in U.S. Congress, in all the places where decisions have been made, it is very, very easy for you to be kicked out. Can Chinas and Woru come out today to say, oh, Master Manet lied? There is no recognition or register. Biafra Republic government in exile is not registered by U.S. Justice of the Department of Justice. Can Chinas and Woru come out to say it? Because it is verifiable. You go to their site, U.S. Department of State of Justice site, go there, you see them. Can Chinas and Woru and his like come out to say, oh, Master Malaka lied, there is nothing, no lobbies. He doesn't have anyone lobbying for them in Washington, D.C. Can Chinas and Woru come out to say it? The answer is no, because it is verifiable. You heard when the guy said that Mazi Simon Ekpa outsmarted Nigeria in many ways. What do you think he was talking about? What do you think? He said, Mazi, the Prime Minister, Your Excellency, you have outsmarted Nigeria government in many ways. In media propaganda, in every aspect of freedom fighting, in every aspect of it, this government, Biafra Republic government in exile, has smarted Nigeria. And that is why they are where they are. Do you think if you have Chinas and Woru in your wagon, or if you have Chike, you would have smart Nigeria? You have to know that everything you do in this life determines who you are working with. If you want to be if you want to succeed as a man, you have to get married to a wise woman for you to succeed as a man. If you want to be a successful man, your friends must be successful. You have to befriend successful men. You want to be intelligent, go and read books. So there is always standard If you want to be foolish person, if you want to be a drunkard, go and join those who are drinking. Tomorrow you become you can even be the highest drunk in town. Show me your friend and we'll tell you who you are. Look at what Mazi Simon Ekpa is able to achieve. But look at IPOB under the cabas. Nothing to write home about. So that is it. So now let me there's something that happened, and that thing that happened, it was the news which broke the other day. I think yesterday the news broke. And when I saw the news, I was so joyful, I was so hopeful, I was so happy. Because the news, going by it, should be celebrated. At least. That means that we are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Our efforts to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not. Let me tell you, I want to remind you, Biafrans, that our line is open in case you want to call and make contribution. And look at the screen, you will see the number, our WhatsApp number, passing through the screen. You can call in if you have anything to contribute to what I'm saying. But while we're doing that, let me bring up a news that broke yesterday. This news broke yesterday. It was in the whole social media yesterday. All the social media was graced with it. What is wrong with this? So now, this news was the one I'm reading. I think it's from where? Is it Vanguard? Now, the news says Honorable Obi Agụ-Ọcha leads 50 federal legislators to free Nnamdi Kanu, writes Tinubu. At about 50 members of the House of Representatives from different parts of Nigeria and political parties known as Concerned Federal Lawmakers for Peace and Security in the Southeast has appealed to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to invoke Section 174 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, and Section 107(1) of Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015 for the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, from detention to aid the restoration of peace in the Southeast. The lawmakers, who hail from different political parties and geopolitical zones across the nation, also appeal to President Tinubu to commence a presidential peace initiative to address all issues and challenges bedeviling the Southeast region of Nigeria. These were constrained in a 3-page letter signed by the lawmakers dated June 19, 2024, and addressed to Mr. President. The signatories are Honorable Obi Agụ-Ọcha, Abia, Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere, Imo. Honorable Ali Mustafa, Kaduna. Honorable Midala Balami, Bonu. Honorable Afam Ogene, Anambra. Honorable Abient Awaji, Inombeng, Rivers. Honorable Dominic Okafor, Anambra. Honorable Etanaben Benedict, Delta. Honorable Shehu Dathatu Castina. Honorable Chinedu Emeka, Imo. Honorable Matthew Nwogo, Imo. Honorable Muhammad Buba Jagere, Yobe. Honorable Peter Aniekwe, Anambra. Honorable Kogi Sage, Kano. Honorable Amobi Oga, Abia. Honorable Gwacham Chinwe, Anambra. Honorable Uchenna Okonkwo, Anambra. Honorable Abdul Malik Danga, Kogi. Honorable Osi Nkem Kama, Ebonyi. Others are Honorable Ginger Onwusibe Obinna, Abia. Honorable Mark Useni, Taraba. Honorable Alexander Mascot, Abia. Honorable Philip Abase, Benue. Honorable Zakari Nyampa, Adamawa. Honorable Jamo Amini, Castina. And Honorable Emeka Idu Obiajolo, Anambra. Honorable Nnabuife Chinwe, Clara, Anambra. Honorable Okohiko Jonathan, Delta. Honorable Akimbasa Onarewaju, Honorable Lillian Obiageli Orogbu, Anambra. Honorable Marcus Onobu Edo. Honorable Chinedu Obika, FCT Abuja. Honorable Billy Osawaru Edo. Oju Awo Rufus Adeniyi Ekiti. Honorable Okoli Ngozi Norris, Delta. Honorable Ezechi Nnamdi, Delta. Honorable Anozie Munachim Ikechi, Abia. Honorable Nkwonta Chris, Abia. Honorable Nnamchi Paul Sunday, Enugu. Honorable Obeta Mark Chedi, Enugu. Honorable Tochichi Okere Chinedu, Imo. Honorable Ogoro Emmanuel, Ebonyi. Honorable Joseph Nwa Obasi, Ebonyi. Honorable Onwubu Bedford Anayo, Enugu. Honorable Atu Chimobi Sam, Enugu. Honorable Sunday Krikus Umeha, Enugu. Honorable Anthony Adepoju, Oyo. You know why I read their names? I want you to understand that one would expect to see the name of people like Abaribe here. Abaribe is nowhere to be found. People would expect to hear the name of Ifayoba. Those who are claiming, "Oh, we love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu," where are they? They are nowhere to be found amongst the 50. But we continue, and I read. They urge the president to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, San, to invoke his powers of non proquel under the provisions of Section 174, bracket 1 of the Constitution and Section 107, bracket 1 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, and cause the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from detention and discontinue his trial. According to the lawmakers, they believe it is long overdue and would be instrumental in opening the door for much needed conversation surrounding peace restoration and inclusivity, as well as addressing the issues that led to the agitation. They recalled that the president extended this gesture to the office of the Attorney General in the charge involving Omoyele Sowore, wherein he was charged with treasonable felony in charge number FHC/ABJCR/235/2024, Sunday Igboho, and so on. I am happy that they reminded him about Sunday Igboho, because the list would have been inconclusive without reminding him that he released Sunday Igboho. And if you look at it, what was the charges against Omoloye Sowore and Sunday Igboho? All of them are based on treasonable felony. This that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing. But you would have asked yourself, why is it difficult for this guy to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or to treat Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the same way he treated his fellow kinsmen, Sunday Igboho and Omoloye Sowore? You will understand and you would agree with me that it is only based on hatred for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's ethnic nationality. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an Igbo man, so it is difficult for a Yoruba person to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without much persuasion. Therefore, he turned deaf ears. He failed to hear. He refused to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs attention. Because the truth is that after 3 years that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and extraordinary rendition to Nigeria, his case has never been, Nigeria has never proven anything against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It has always been one adjournment to other, one adjournment to other, one adjournment to other. Even when courts under Nigeria, who has court that is operational in Nigeria, who has jurisdiction in Nigeria, even when they have come out to say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any offense, that Nigerian government should free him, Nigerian government still turn deaf ears because he is Igbo person. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was to be a Yoruba, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was to be from other ethnic nationality in Nigeria, he would have been freed long time ago. But the only problem is that he is Igbo person. And if a Yoruba, they can never find it easy to release him. But let us continue reading what this lawmaker said. The concerned legislators lamented that the Southeast is in turmoil and unsafe for various reasons, including breakdown of security, downturn of economic activities. Families are running away from their homes and businesses are crumbling. They therefore opined that fixing the challenges in the Southeast would go a long way in challenging the narrative and showcase his commitment to upholding the principle of rule of law, justice, and fairness, which are the bedrock of democracy. They also opined that it would also set a precedent for addressing issues through dialogue rather than prolonged political coup, judicial persecution, and paved the way for peace initiatives, economic revitalization, and a renewed sense of belonging among the citizens of the Southeast. I am so happy that they use the word persecution, because we always ahead of it all, because in this platform we made sure that we dig deeper into every details and information, so that when we come out, we give you accurately. Now, we said in the past that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not facing any judicial prosecution, but judicial persecution. Today, these legislators have used the same words to qualify the predicament of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being subjected to judicial persecution. That is all. There is nothing prosecution about it. It is persecution. And we must call it by its name. Expressing optimism on positive response from the president, the concerned lawmakers added that this will enhance President Tinubu's administration legacy as one that prioritizes national unity, peace, and progress. The letter reads in part, Your Excellency, we are concerned members of the House of Representatives of the Federal Republic of Nigeria with a strong belief and trust that the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency and the various positive reforms would be seen and felt by all. It is at the backdrop of the foregoing that we, the undersigned, it is at the backdrop of foregoing that we, the undersigned, hereby beseech Your Excellency to direct the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, son, to invoke his powers of no proquel under the provisions of Section 174, bracket 1 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, and Section 107, bracket 1 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015, and cause the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from detention and discontinue his trial, which we collectively believe is long overdue and would be instrumental in opening the door for much needed conversations surrounding peace, reformation, and inclusivity, as well as addressing the issues that led to the agitations, especially at this time Nigeria is going through several constitutional reforms. Your Excellency, we resolutely believe that this singular act can serve as a pivotal gesture towards national unity, as it would address some of the political, security, and economic concerns in the region. It would encourage stakeholders from the Southeast to engage more actively in the national discussions on the renewed hope agenda, thereby promoting inclusivity and addressing long-standing grievances. This, we believe, We also help in dismantling the apparatus of violence and restiveness that has plagued the region, allowing for a focus on economic growth and development. Also, it's coming at a time the nation state is under enormous pressures, including but not limited to unemployment, insecurity, hunger, poverty, thereby de-escalating tension from all sides. More so, we as key actors in the renewed hope agenda of Your Excellency are not unmindful of the fact that Your Excellency has extended this gesture through the Office of the Attorney General in the charge involving Omoloye Sowore. He was charged with treasonable felony in charge number FHC stroke ABJ stroke 235 stroke 2019. Sunday Igboho ETC. All these recorded tremendous successes, especially the crisis within the North Central, Northeastern, and South region, not forgetting peace efforts in the Niger Delta region, which have helped in so many ways. The establishment of the Northeast Development Commission Ministry of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Presidential Amnesty, various host community laws, etc. were all commitments to show good faith to the plight of the people as well as resolving regional conflicts. It is therefore our conviction that fixing these challenges of the Southeast would go a long way in changing the narrative and showcase your commitment to upholding the principle of rule of law, justice, and fairness, which are the bedrock of our democracy. It would also set a precedent for addressing issues through dialogue rather than prolonged political cum judicial persecution and brass show of executive lawlessness. We therefore implore Your Excellency to adopt this approach and save the Southeast and pave way for national conversation to restore, safeguard, and better the resources and the economic activities in the Southeast. The primary responsibility of the government is the protection of lives and property. Facilitating the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would demonstrate a commitment to upholding the principle of justice and fairness, which are the bedrock of our democracy. Your Excellency, the benefit of such a bold and compassionate act are manifold. It would pave the way for peace initiatives, economic revitalization, and a renewed sense of belonging among the citizens of the Southeast. It would also enhance your administration's legacy as one that prioritizes national unity, peace, and progress. We are hopeful that you will consider this request with the gravity it deserves and take the necessary steps to bring about a new era of peace and inclusivity in Nigeria. Thank you, Your Excellency, for your attention to this important matter, and we look forward to a positive response. This I just read to you now was the 50 lawmakers or House of Representatives, whichever way, that came together to make this request, asking the president to drop this persecution because it is not a prosecution at all. It is a persecution. And these lawmakers understood it and they called it by its name, persecution. They said, drop this persecution, you are melting on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and told the path of reconciliation. You did the same to Omola Eshore. You did the same to Sunday Igboho. Why is it difficult for you to do the same for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? This is what these lawmakers are saying. Already, they are indicting Tinubu of partiality. A Yoruba person is willing to do anything just to get to Ondibo. The only reason Tinubu stand on this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case and insist that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must answer to this shenanigan is nothing that is just because he's only Igbo, he's from Igbo land. His name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If his name was to be Abubakar, if his name was to be Olarowaju, if his name to be Ogene, if his name was to be any other name, Tinubu would have left him long time ago. I tell you, when we give you information, we have researched. Go back to history, and you will understand that we are passing through what we're passing through today because of these same people, because of their hatred, because of their envy, because of their jealousy to Ndiigbo. They don't see eye to eye with Ndiigbo. They engage us in unhealthy competition. For goodness sake, you are not competing with us. We don't have anything in common with you. We are in your land to make money. That is everything, all we have. We don't compete your lifestyle. We don't compete your position. We don't compete anything. Why are you always competing with us? You want to be above Onyibo. Okay, go ahead. But not on my own detriment as Onyibo. Tinubu, the only reason you left Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and insist that he must be answerable to these frivolous charges is because he is Onyibo. If you came into power as a Yoruba person, and would you have inherited a Yoruba person? You didn't. Immediately you came, you didn't. Sunday Igboho was there, you released him. It didn't take you time. Nobody pressured you to release Sunday Igboho. Today, the same people that are working with you have come out to ask you to do the right thing. You know what the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to solve in the southeast? It's going to solve a lot. Your people, your cover will be busted. This fake insecurity you people brought on Biafrans, it will be busted. Because the truth is that the insecurity in our land is a creation of you people, the government. There is no true insecurity in its name, at all in the southeast. It is a creation of the Tinubu government to be able to bring bad name to the eastern region. We have agitators, yes, but not those who commit crime. We are not kidnappers. We can never buy the people we say we are fighting for. So this narrative that, oh, they are fighting they are fighting themselves. It is you who are doing, and you know, prove us wrong, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let's see if it will continue. This is exactly what these lawmakers are demanding from Tinubu. Tinubu, release Mazi Kanu so that Southeast can at least experience a relative peace. They can at least enjoy peace again. Because everyone knows that all of you hide under Mazi Kanu and there are agitators in the land who are asking that Mazi Kanu should be released. You people will not hide under it. Oh, because they ask Mazi Kanu to release, they are going. We are not releasing him. They are going after the people. They are going after their people. They are buying their people. They are kidnapping their people. They are doing this. They are causing insecurity. No, it's a lie. We are fighting for Biafra restoration. We are not criminals. We don't commit crime. Nobody that is genuinely fighting for freedom of Biafra that is into criminality. And that is why I got so angry when I see people share nonsense on social media. Anybody that is writing, no matter how subtle he is, trying to associate freedom fighting agitators with criminality in the land, I don't take that person serious. I will never share their post. Call it by their names. It is Nigerian government that is supervising this crime going on, this insecurity. It is the same Nigerian military and police that will remove their military uniform, wear civilian uniform to go and commit crime. So call a spade a spade. There is a program, that is a something, a video I wanted to play, but that is going to be that the information that the woman brought there in this video I'm talking about is going to take a whole lot. It's going to be a program on its own. So I'm not going to dive into it now. I'll be coming live tomorrow again to talk about that video, to analyze that video, to let you listen to what is actually happening in our land. In that video, everything that is happening in our land was laid to bear. The woman who was speaking, she brought everything and showed it to you. She named the names of the criminals in our land. She named the names of those committing all the atrocities in our land. She tell you the reason, the mission of the Nigerian government in our land. These are what sharing, but you will not see them share it in their platform. But if it is somebody who writes to indict freedom fighters, you share all of them. You see all of them sharing it. Fighting for freedom is not a crime. If it is a crime, if what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing is a crime, U.S. Department of Justice wouldn't have accepted to register Biafra government in exile, Biafra Republic government in exile. If what Simon Ekpa is doing is wrong, U.S. Department of Justice wouldn't have accepted to register them. Do you want me to show you the news? Everybody saw the news the other day when it broke. And also it is there in their site. Go to the site of U.S. Department of Justice, then you will see it there. It's verifiable. If fighting for freedom is wrong, if what Mazi Simon Ekpa is doing is wrong, they wouldn't have accepted him. They wouldn't have registered him. If what Simon Ekpa is doing is wrong, just like what Nigerian government and those IPOB pressure group Nigeria Unlimited are doing today, they would not have accepted him. Are you shocked that I said IPOB pressure group? IPOB, as it stands today, is mere pressure group. Are you Are you hearing from Mazi Oyebuchi for the first time? My dear, if you think I am lying, go back and see. What are they doing? What are they doing? Only to release press release. Only to address issues that has nothing to do with freedom fighting. Tell me what concerns a freedom fighting with how electricity is being distributed in Nigeria. Just like Mazi Kanu now will come and say, oh, NEPA is not giving light. NEPA will give you 24 hours to give light. Is that not a pressure group? What? They should even cut every night in the zoo. That will make your freedom to come faster. It makes you, what you are saying, it legitimizes whatever you're doing. It shows that there is no functional government. It shows that there is failure. Because in this generation, nobody deserves to stay in darkness. So for your people to live in darkness, that means that the government is not functional. And that is one of the reasons you want a separate country where everything will be functional. But Chinasa Nworu and his likes, his fellow clowns, will come and be given mandate. Useless people that involve themselves in freedom fighting. All they do, release, press release. No, the army that is scared, those army, it's not also, those army, they are innocent. Those army, they are our people. These are things you hear. A freedom fighter has time to talk about how many, when you ask them, you said you follow Mazi in the car, you said he's your leader. Since Mazi Kanu in this struggle, how many times have you seen under him IPOB released press release about how many army that was neutralized anywhere in Nigeria? Is it his business? Is it our business? They all can be neutralized for all we care. How many of them released press release when they came, their fellow terrorists came to neutralize us? You won't see them. But IPOB pressure group will be so quick, so fast in trying to. What are you trying to exonerate? What are you trying to? Why are you running? Why are you exonerating yourself? Why? Is it needed? When they proscribe you, what did you do? Did you do anything? And they proscribe you? Was anybody, military or police, neutralized before they proscribe you? If the answer is no, why do you think they will care now? If you like, try to exonerate yourself for continuously for 1 month. Because what they are doing to you is a script. It's already written. And they are going by it. They understood it, but you idiots does not want to understand that this people does not care about you. So if they give you a middle finger, you too should give them a middle finger. Why are you exonerating IPOB? Does IPOB engage in any armed struggle? Have you seen IPOB anywhere shooting anybody? Why are you always coming out to exonerate, as if you are guilty? But I just want Biafrans to know that IPOB you see today is not the IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I think you know that. Do you know that? Oh, you are not articulative. You are not in the spirit. IPOB you see today have deviated completely from the IPOB of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Look at the antecedents now. Look at their way. Look at their modus operandi. Look at how they operate. You will know that, no, this is not IPOB you used to know. We are in this group. We are on this IPOB together. We know how we operate. But can you now boldly beat your chest and say, yes, this is IPOB? No. Even all of them, when they want to address you now in your platform, how many people still remember to say IPOB one family before they address you? They don't do it anymore. None of them believe in IPOB anymore. How many of them address, when they want to address IPOB now in a platform, they will, even in our own platform, how many of them will come to say IPOB one family, IPOB one family, IPOB? How many people? Because the center could not hold anymore. It has collapsed. And this is exactly what Nigerian government had in mind when they were going after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Imagine we do not have Mazi Simon Ekpa. Imagine Simon Ekpa did not join this struggle. We would have been the most miserable losers in the world today. We as IPOB would have been hiding our faces in shame today. You as an IPOB who couldn't have walked the street today. So you should always be grateful to this man Simon Ekpa. Be grateful to him. Don't join forces with those people who are fighting him. When you ask, it's just like the way we are in the Zoological Republic as Ndi. Every group in Nigeria hates Ndi. They hate us. And that is the truth. None of them love us. You may think maybe you have not lived in their midst. That is when you will know. I mean, you may never know. But if indeed you have lived with them or in their midst, that is when you will know what Mazi Ebuchi is saying today. They hate Ndi Igbo in Nigeria. I'm not saying in the north alone or in the west alone. Even in Biafra territory, there are ethnic nationalities there. All of them hating the Igbo for nothing. That is why we are begging them to join the struggle. That is why they betrayed Ojukwu during the war. It's because of the hatred. It did not start today. I just want you to know, Nigeria planted it in them. Now, the follow question is this. When you ask, I have been with a woman here in South Africa, and the woman is a Yoruba person. An elderly woman like that, elderly, she should be like in her 60s. And one day we were talking, she said, you Igbo people. You Igbo people. And I said to her, what do you mean Igbo people? Please, mama, tell me, what have Onibo offended you before? She said, not really, but I said, no, don't say not really. Just answer. Has Onibo done anything against you before? She said, no. I said, okay. Has Onibo done anything? Did your father tell you that Onibo did something to them? They said no. I said, so why do you hate Ndi? She couldn't answer. I said, this is the problem. All the people that hate Ndi, when you ask them, why did you hate Ndi? But they don't know. They hate Ndi because their father hates Ndi, their mother hates Ndi, their siblings hate, their village hates Ndi. Not because he had a personal experience with Onibo or Ndi. When you hear them, they will say, no, Ndibo want to take our land, Ndibo want to take our land, Ndibo want to take our land. When you ask them, in history of Ndibo, have they taken any of your ancestors' land? They will tell you no. But instead, they are the one who encroaches on Ndibo's land to drag it with them. I tell them, Ndi Igbo had all it takes in the past, even as today, to take your land or to fight you and conquer you, but they never did, because it's not in our nature. It's not in the nature of our children. It's not in our, it's not in the nature of our ancestors. So it is not in our nature too. So, but why did you hate us? The same thing that is happening today. They hate me as Simon Ekpa. What did Simon Ekpa do to you? Nothing. Just because he want to take me as that man, I was listening to Elochukwu Haji, he was writing. And I was listening to Mega Gift, he was writing. I was listening to Asayoba, he was saying. Chinasa Nworu was saying. Chinasa Nworu said he's a Berima. That is why. So because Chinasa Nworu said he's a Berima, I agree, he's a Berima. And I will see him as a Berima. But he has not Berimanized me. He has not taken anything from me. But the fact that Chinasa Nworu said he's a criminal, he is a criminal. I don't want to reason. I just want to believe that he's a criminal. And I start hating him. I start calling him names. That is what is obtainable in this struggle today. And it is unfortunate that we in this world, in this age, still believe, act this way. After living abroad for years, and you still reason this way, then something is actually definitely wrong with you. The truth is that you have to experience before you can be able to tell the real story. Because if you take it from somebody, it becomes second-hand information. And remember, second-hand information could be wrong. When you want to say it, you allege. That is why when they want to say something that they are not sure, they will allege. The reason why they allege is because they are not there to witness it. But if they are witness it, they will say eyewitness. Eyewitness means the person who saw it. Allege means the person who heard it, but didn't see. So there is difference between these two. Something that you allege could be, at the end of the day, it could end up to be lies, to be false. But something that you witness can never, never, never go away. Even if you are waking up at the middle of the night, you'll be able to say, yes, this is what I saw, and this is how it is. But in this struggle today, we dwell in allegedly, and we walk with it. We do not act to witness. We all believe on what is alleged, and we start to hate. We start to fight. We start to call names. We start to do all manner of nonsense. That is why I said I will never join any group of people that will condemn Mazi Simon Ekpa. I am adult. I have my brain intact. I have been watching. I have been seeing. I have been following him from the day he started, from the day one that Simon Ekpa started to. In fact, the day he wrote on, I saw it. I didn't know who Simon Ekpa was before then. But one day in social media, I saw the name, and I saw that he wrote something. What attracted me was the headline, where he said he made a very, very attractive write-up. I forgot what he said, but he was saying that he has given up on Nigeria. He said, now I have totally given up to Nigeria. I have given Nigeria everything, but Nigeria has come back to disappoint me. And now I am joining Biafra Liberation. I never knew who he was. I haven't heard about him. So I read that write-up, then I followed him. So when the day he came out to make his first program, changing the narrative, I listened to him. From that day to date, I've been listening to him. So there is nothing you can tell me about him that I do not know. And that is why I told you that Mazi Simon Ekpa is fighting to restore Biafra. You may not like his style of agitating. Well, it's fine. It's okay. You may be waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out to say, yes, Simon Ekpa is doing the right thing. It's still okay. But for you to come out to try to run him down, for you to come out to try to demonize his name, to make attempts to destroy what the effort he's putting in the struggle is what I disagree with you in totality. I will never be party to that. I will never be party to anything that has to do with oppression. Someone said that, oh, it's because he's from Ebonyi State. I said it's a lie. It's you people are still, before, when this whole thing started, I thought it was because he came from where he came from. But I found that it is not. It is purely out of envy and jealousy. They did something to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So that is it. So tomorrow I will be coming online again, and we have a very important video that requires every one of us to be live to listen to it. Tomorrow's program is going to be peculiar. That's something that made me to say is going to be peculiar. But just come tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama so that you hear what I have in stock for you tomorrow. That is a very powerful revelation in the video that I'm going to be playing tomorrow. And I will be glad if you will join us tomorrow. So make a date with us. Set your notification so that you know when we come live. But definitely, by the special grace of Chukwu Okike, I will be live tomorrow. Because I couldn't touch that video. It's a very long video. It's not something I can just put in. No, it's going to be a program on its own. So, that being said, we have come to the end of this program again today, and also nobody called me today again. Well, I know that one day we'll break the jinx. I made a suggestion, and if you want to join me any day, you only want to join me in live, want to share platform with me, you just ask me. I will just send the what's it called? I will send a link for you to join. And if you want to call us to make contribution, you can. We have our WhatsApp, and it's on. You can call in anytime. So I thank you for joining me this evening, and I appreciate your time. This is 3 hours, and I thank you for making out time to join us. It is not easy. I thank you. I really, really thank you, and I appreciate you. And Chukwu Okike Abiyama will continue to support you in everything you do and provide the data money that you need to be here, because it takes a lot of data to be here. It's not a child play. So for you to be here for the 3 hours means that you are indeed a believer of this platform. It explains one thing, that you believe in us. You believe in what we are doing here. And for you to do that, we also believe in you, and we thank you so much for believing in us. Thank you for joining us again, fellow Biafrans. Like I promised you, by special grace of Elohim, I'll be alive. I'll be live here tomorrow again, and I pray and hope that you will join me same time tomorrow. That being said, we come to an end of this program this evening, and I thank you, fellow Biafran. From me, from here, it is good evening